Hey everyone, good afternoon or good morning, whatever your time zone is. So I'm going to play some more Victoria 3, and for anyone who wasn't here yesterday, there's a lot going on in this game, but I'm slowly starting to make sense of it. I found some of the information I was looking for yesterday, and we're playing as Chile, by the way, which is one of the 4 nations recommended for learning. Like when you start the game and you pick learn the game option, there are 4 the game recommends, which was, I think, Belgium, Sweden, Chile, and Cape Colony. So anyway, I found some of the information I was looking for yesterday, especially regarding colonization. So I found the exact info I was looking for in a pretty unlikely place. And I'm not saying it's not available anywhere else, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere else. So you can see how much total you have to colonize. Hold on. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, right. If you go into your actual colony and you try to cancel it, right here, it will tell you exactly how many provinces you have to colonize. So right now I colonized 16 out of 126. And now this number can also be a little bit misleading, because it's not that you need to colonize one by one with this progress bar, because what this progress bar means, I have 41% progress towards increasing this number over here. And initially it increases by 1 at a time. So it goes from 16 to 17, then from 17 to 18, etc. But later on it will start increasing more rapidly. It's said that somewhere in here on one of the tooltips, not on this one, but there was a tooltip somewhere, which tells you that initially it will increase by 1, but later on it will increase by multiple. And eventually, once you colonize enough of this land, the people who live here will get pissed enough at you that you will be able to go to war with them and just take things. So there's a little bit of complexity to colonizing, it's not linear. But it's still nice to see that number. So for example, in here, which I'm competing with Argentina, I probably won't be able to colonize this place, because I'm at 7 out of 229. So I probably won't be able to do this one. I might be better off just cancelling it and focusing purely on the other territory. So I will cancel this one, like so. And we'll just focus on this place, because eventually I want this to become my 3rd incorporated state, but this territory is pretty big, like it's all of this stuff on the coast. But yeah, that's how you can actually see the number. Right here, if you try to cancel. But I don't think this number is displayed anywhere else. I haven't been able to find it anywhere else. Like, there's taxation capacity over here, but that's not it. Right now it's at 4 out of 156. But that's not the number of provinces. The number of provinces is 126. And I colonized 16. If we go to Information tab, I thought it would be here, because this is where you can see, like, how much arable land there is, mines, like, things like that, but it's not here. I don't think it's anywhere else. Also, so, okay, standard of living. Now, this system makes a little bit more sense if you really think about it. The market, the standard of living, like supply, demand, all that stuff. It definitely makes a bit more sense when you think about it. But the game does throw an overwhelming amount of information at you initially. So it's not that easy to really figure it out. And if you look at the Chilean market, the best way to think about it is that this is the Chilean economy. So it's a market in that sense. So, for example, one of the issues my people were having were that many of them had a very low standard of living. And one of the most basic parts is the basic food need. We can see the possible substitutions here. So anything listed here can be used for basic food needs. But grain, for example, right now is very expensive. So if I go to a breakdown of standard of living up here, we can see that they pay an average of plus 45% gold compared to base price. So what base price is when the price of a good, when its supply is exactly equal its demand, which you can see on this screen over here, the Chilean market. So right now, for example, grain is very expensive because there are 208 buy orders, and every single buy order is from my population for consumption purposes. That is not always the case. For example, if I look at tools, this is just like for mines, logging camps, things like that. Population doesn't consume tools. Some of them can be like 50-50. Maybe I can find an example of that. But some of them can be partially for consumption and partially for some other reason. Yeah, like here, coal, 5.52 for pop consumption, 30.6 for gold mines. But either way, the point is, my pop wants a lot of grain, but there are only 109 sell orders, which is why the price is 67% above the base price. Because there's an imbalance. So this price basically tells you what the supply-demand imbalance is. Right now there's way more demand than supply, which is why they have to pay more, which is why many of them can't afford it, which is why their standard of living is low. So the way to solve it is to solve the supply-demand imbalance. And in a sense, one thing that happens, if I import a little bit of grain, like, I don't know, 20% of what's needed, yeah, I will be making money of it because I'm literally selling it to my own population and they're fighting over it, paying an inflated price. So that would only partially solve the problem, not really. Also, another thing is, I was trying to get some trade agreements for a while. I haven't been able to do it because of this acceptance score, but I didn't even check if it's possible to do with Great Britain. I assumed they would not accept, but as a matter of fact, it is possible. Wait, wrong thing. You're right here, trade agreement. I'm at -7 right now. If I get a bunch of extra trade routes, I might be able to do it. And once you get a trade agreement, so what a trade agreement actually is it eliminates tariffs and, more importantly, the bureaucracy cost of trade routes. Because right now I'm using a lot of bureaucracy for trade routes. Hey Garantio, yeah, I pretty much just started. And I guess it's still early for a lot of people, you know, especially in North America. Yes, so what I'm going to do is try to get a trade agreement with my neighbor, Argentina, and then we'll try to get one with Great Britain. That will save me a lot of bureaucracy cost. So the way to do that is to boost the bonuses here by getting more trade with them. So that means I want to cancel my other trade routes, if only temporarily, and get a few even shitty ones, to be honest. They don't have to be good, they just have to exist. So I have one here. Okay, I'll cancel trade routes with anyone who's not Great Britain or Argentina right now. Okay, looks like that's that. I might have to cancel a few of those. -7. -5. Okay, so Argentina should be a little bit easier. Another thing I can do is actually switch my farm to purely grain production, because I have a massive grain imbalance right now. I can just sort here by balance. There are double the buy orders compared to sell orders. But like that's basically the main thing to look at. When you think about standard of living, the first thing you should check if it's low, if people are struggling, is this. What your economy looks like. So this screen right here. And right now the biggest problem is grain imbalance. But also furniture, clothes to a lesser extent. Iron is purely for my industry, so that's not used for population consumption. And there's some fish imbalance. But yeah, that's basically it. Wood is used for pop consumption, 96. But this one is mostly fine. And then I have things on the other side of the spectrum, where the price is much lower, because supply vastly exceeds demand, like sugar. Nobody really wants that. So I should not be producing that at all. Let's take a look at the farms then. Alright, so that's tobacco plantation. I think I had farms up here. Yeah, I got 2 wheat farms. So I can literally just switch them to maintain a single crop and switch that to grain. And that should be much better, generally speaking. Here, 60 grain. Unfortunately, I don't have a better farming method just yet. Yes, you can raise standard of living by... Yes, but here's the thing. You can raise standard of living by increasing production of food, but it's not because, like the screen says, people are quote-unquote starving, right? Because the way to fix that isn't just to make more food. It's a bit counterintuitive. If their standard of living is so low that it says starving, just making more food won't stop that. You have to make the food... You have to fix the supply-demand imbalance of a specific good, not just make more food. That applies to like any standard of living problem. So just because I'm making some food doesn't mean I'm fixing the problem, because I was making some of the food that like there was no problem with supply. In fact, there was too much supply of certain types of food. So that part didn't matter. And standard of living is purely tied to their purchasing power, basically. Whether they can afford shit or not. Because, like I said earlier at the start, if I import a little bit of grain right now, when there's a massive imbalance, I will technically make money of it. But that's because I'm literally selling it to my own population at an inflated price. So that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm meeting some of the demand, but only like 20% of it. So that's not necessarily a good thing. Anyway, so I switched this just to grain. The game is paused, so I don't think this will update until I unpause for a bit. Yeah, I also need to go back to funding my military more, because now I'm losing prestige and I will lose my minor power rank. So we need to go back to barracks, probably expand the barracks a bit, once I'm done with the gold mine. Yeah, and go back to mobile artillery here. Don't really have much of a choice there. I do not want to lose my status. Okay, so let's try to get that trade agreement. I need a bunch of new trades with Argentina. and then with Great Britain. Argentina should be a bit easier. I'm at -5 with them. So let's go to market. I need basically anything they're selling. Preferably if it's not going to be too unprofitable for me. Yeah, dice, we can get that. This is all temporary. I can cancel these after I get a trade agreement with them. So it won't matter if I lose some money temporarily on it. Yeah, for now I'm looking for stuff I won't lose too much money on. Let's see. That's probably not enough. Oh yeah, no, it's enough. Acceptance score 0. Okay, let's try. Maybe they will accept. Oh, you are selling it. I mean, that's literally why you're making money on it. That's why you're making money on something you're importing. Because you have a massive supply-demand imbalance in your own market. This is not like Civ. So, like, this is not like Civ where population in Civ needs to eat, you just produce food and they eat the food. That's not how it works here. Just because you're producing food doesn't mean they are just going to eat it for free. They have to actually buy it. They have to buy everything. So, it's definitely not like Civ. Did they accept? Oh yeah, there it is. Trade agreement accepted. So now that I have a trade agreement with Argentina, I can run any trades I want with Argentina without using bureaucrats. And there won't be tariffs. So that is going to be very useful. Now I can try to get a trade agreement with Great Britain. It should also tell me which trade routes are unproductive here. So I can just cancel this one, now that I have the agreement. Now let's check Great Britain. That's going to be a big one. If I can get full access here. Should be doable. Let's see then. I need artillery, right? Yes, I do. Is that enough? Not yet. -3. Alright, alright. Furniture. And I can go into the negatives with the bureaucracy for now. It's just going to be very temporary. Some fish. I think we can get it done. I mean, I was able to do it yesterday after I finished the stream, so I'm sure I can get it done. Pretty sure this will be enough. Okay, so they might not accept initially when acceptance score is low, but if they decline initially, you can just ask again. There's no penalty for asking. Come on. Trade agreement accepted. So there you go, look at my bureaucracy now. Because now I'm only paying what? I'm not paying anything in bureaucracy for trade routes. And I was paying 120 before that. So this is big. That's definitely something you need to get in this game early on. And the tutorial doesn't really tell you how important this is, but it's massively important. This would probably be one of the first things I would be doing if I restarted this game. Okay, so... yeah, some of them will probably be unprofitable. No. Or unproductive, rather. Now, I do have 100 radicals, but this is tied directly to standard of living. This number will drop once I improve standard of living. So I need to work on that, basically. So right now I still need more grain. Not sure if I can import it from anyone. Yes, I can. Okay, I don't have enough convoys now. Probably best to cancel something. Something that's not as important. Okay, I don't really need this meat. Okay, that should be fine. Still minus 21. I guess I can just wait for more. Yeah, this one is using 56. So I suppose I could cancel that for now. Okay, let's cancel this one for now. That uses way too many convoys. I do have some paper shortage. Right, that's for government administration. Now I can actually switch production method for government administration because I don't need as many bureaucrats anymore. So I can just switch back to simple organization, which will not give me as many bureaucrats, but I will not need paper as input. So we can do that. Okay. So now it's looking much better. Let's check how much people are paying for stuff. Average current. It would be nice if you could open this screen without going like 3 tooltips deep, you know? So, clothes. The best thing I could do right now would probably be just building my own textile mill. Still grain though, not as much. Okay, not as much. Okay, that works. Anything I can buy from Argentina would be useful. Okay, that will not be productive. And this one will require 12 convoys. Which I have, but not necessarily worth wasting them for that. Yeah, they don't really have a lot here. 22. I guess 22 is acceptable. So now I have 3 convoys available. Alright, that should help. Only 2 buy orders here. Yeah, so clothes now. Clothes and furniture. I can get some from Argentinian market, but it will be unproductive. Oh yeah, I can cancel the paper, since I'm not using it anymore. Yeah, this number definitely dropped now. So now they are paying 28% above the base price. Now, I can build a textile mill, but I was more leaning towards... where was it? Something I'm still researching, I think. Because these things can get pretty expensive. Still, I could build a textile mill. Well, first, let's actually finish the gold mine, shall we? What am I researching anyway? Oh yeah, intensive agriculture. Right, so that unlocks the chemical plant. That's actually what I was thinking about building. Because that can produce fertilizer, but later on it can produce explosives. Once you get nitroglycerin. And right now it's too early for that, but later on that's going to be a pretty important technology. So having my own chemical plant would definitely be useful a little bit later. Yeah, see, now the standard of living is already going up, and the radicals are going down. If you look at this graph here. So yeah, that's the two big things that I know more about compared to yesterday. We're still trying to enact free trade here, so that would be quite helpful, because that would give me plus 50% trade out volume, plus 50% trade out competitiveness, which is actually a pretty big one, and minus 50% trade out bureaucracy cost. Because trade out competitiveness gives you like priority over other people's orders. So hopefully it can pass. It's pretty low chance right now. Okay, 50% chance to advance. It will hopefully pass. Eventually. Okay, I don't have to be bolstering rural people that much anymore. Well, there are two different things. There's university as in the institution in here, or rather education institution, and there's an actual university you can build. Right here. So these are like two different things. This is an actual building, and this is just education institution as a concept. So I'm at level 1 right now. So all of these things in here will cost you bureaucracy. So the higher level I go for, the more I will have to pay in bureaucracy. Which I can afford now, but still don't want to go overboard too much. I might actually increase law enforcement for now. So things are starting to make a little bit more sense now. Yeah, trade routes need convoys. I could just expand my port. That might be worth doing. I'm at 1 out of 4 at the moment. Maybe after the gold mine. How much will it take? 36 weeks. Yeah, it's probably worth it. I'll get more convoys that way. Hopefully I'll be able to afford all of this stuff. Okay, there's the gold mine expansion. Yeah, I can't really get rail transportation yet. I can still afford some more trade routes. Maybe I can change my interest. Get access to a different market. Yeah, I don't think that's going to change much. Eventually, I could probably go to war with some of these people. But I haven't really looked into how war works, to be honest. Okay, let's see if I can still buy anything here. Okay, we can go for that. Yeah, 12 convoys. I do have enough. Honestly, one of the issues as Chile is that you don't really have access to a lot of markets. It's mostly Great Britain, really. I also had access to American market initially, but not anymore. Still not entirely sure why. Are tech trees personalized per country? No, they're not. In fact, you get some progress towards various techs through technology spread. So basically, if a lot of people research something, you will have an easier time researching it yourself, and eventually you will get it for free. Which isn't always a good thing, because some techs, for example, increase your population needs. Oh yeah, right, we have one unused construction production. I think I still need more wheat. Yes, I do. So let's just expand the farm. That makes sense. I still want the port, however, so we'll still work on the port. And then I might actually expand the barracks a little bit. I don't want to risk losing my status. So just a little bit. +1 on each. There's still a lot to unpack in this game. But now things should start improving. I'm already at 10.5 here. It's going back up. Slowly, but it's going back up. I might end up building that textile mill. It's clothes and furniture, for the most part. Grain I can handle. The Catholic Church wishes to strengthen our ties to Bolivia. Okay. I don't necessarily care about my relations with them all that much. +2 interest group approval for 5 years. Alright, sure. +14 right now. Also, once standard of living goes up, I should start getting some net migration. Net positive, that is. Okay, how are we doing here? 17 out of 126. This is such an awkward way to check this, but... I mean, that's the easiest one, the only one I found so far. This number is really not being shown anywhere else that I can see. It's just not. It's so weird. Alright, let's finish that port. We're still trying to get free trade. It's not going too well. Yeah, this number actually dropped a little bit. Okay, I'll pin the colony here to keep an eye on the population. You can also pin the market. So this basically tells you the biggest supply-demand imbalances. On the left and on the right. On the left are things that have much higher demand than supply, and on the right is the opposite. Yeah, I do have this build local arms industry goal, which will time out. But it will time out too quickly, there's like no way for me to do this. And it's not really a big deal, armed forces will get -2 penalty for 2 years, it's a nothing burger. They're already at +15, so that part doesn't really matter. Okay, so we improved the port now, which means I should get more convoys over time. It's currently hiring. Now I'll work on the grain a little bit. It would be nice to improve the production method, because right now I can't. Yeah, we are working on intensive agriculture. So I will get that. In 1 year. Can you compare your military strength to other nations? Well, I'm sure you can somewhere. Yeah, here. You can see their battalions. So Argentina has 10. Bolivia has 16 plus 4. That's irregulars and conscripts. 16 plus 3. I have 10 plus 2 at the moment. Yeah, I'm not really focusing on military. Right now I mostly want to figure out like how the economy works. Because really, for me, Victoria is an economic simulation for the most part. Not a military one. Sure, you can conquer stuff. But that's not really the main point of the game. For me, from my point of view. Okay, I can get plus 15% success chance for free trade. at the cost of pissing off the industrialists for 5 years. Yeah, you guys don't like free trade, apparently. But they are at plus 20 already, so it's not a big deal. I won't even lose these bonuses right here. They need to be at least plus 10. So, yeah, we'll get plus 15%. And now it's 40%. Much better. Okay, let's check wheat now. And now it's much better, is it? And now it's like on the other side here. Now there's more supply than demand. So this is going to be enough. I can probably cancel one of the trade routes. That's inactive. I guess there's no need to cancel it yet. Once it becomes unproductive, it's listed right here, so then you can just cancel it through this. The Liberal Party. I could probably kick out industrialists from my government. Although that will disable some of the laws, so not a good idea right now. Oh, and look at the radicals. See how much they're dropping? Because I improved standard of living. It was at what, 9.6 when we started today? It was below 10 for sure. And now it's 11.3, so it is going up. The biggest thing I could do now is probably just build a textile mill, basically. Because if you look at the biggest imbalance, there are 111 orders just purely for pop consumption. And it makes the price like be way higher. And the furniture. So these two things. Right, let's expand the barracks a little bit first. Just in case I actually end up going to war with someone. It won't take super long. And I'd like to have a bigger military. Just don't expand it too much. Because I'll end up paying way more. I can lower military wages for a bit. What's armed forces approval? Plus 14. So it's not a big deal if I lower military wages a little. I can actually lower government wages as well. Temporarily. Election is coming up. We're still trying to get free trade. That should help quite a bit once it passes, because it will make our trade way more efficient. So hopefully it will pass sometime soon. It will increase my competitiveness by quite a lot. Oh, I'm enjoying the game. There's just a lot to learn in this game. Yeah, like I said, the prices are due to supply-demand imbalance. Alright, we lost the bonus here, but I don't really need it all that much at the moment. It's not like I'm going to war or anything. I don't want to get this bonus here, plus 2% birth rate. But I'm already bolstering Catholic Church, they are at plus 6 at the moment. So hopefully I can get it eventually. Yes, it's a bit counterintuitive. It's actually a good thing that your weekly balance is negative, because you can only have so many gold reserves. If you look at my gold reserves right now, they're basically capped out. So if I go into the positives right now, that's literally completely wasted gold. That's like not going into your reserves anymore because it can't. Like I literally cannot have more gold reserves than this. So any extra gold beyond this is just completely wasted. It's just not going anywhere at all. It's wasted. And you don't want to spend money, like, you know, to develop your economy. Not just hoard it. But this is not your total gold, this is your weekly balance. Your total gold in reserves is right here on the tooltip. So yeah, as you can see, I'm basically capped out at the moment. You don't want to bankrupt yourself, obviously. And mind you, some of the expenses right now are temporary, so if you look at my temporary expenses, that's a lot. I'm spending 3.68k on construction goods right now, so that's a lot. Still trying to get that free trade. Yeah, so here's a tech I got purely from like technology spread. I was not researching this, but it unlocks through technology spread. So that unlocks the munitions plant and leads to rifling. Okay, one more barracks, then we can work on other stuff. The armed forces are questioning the wisdom of relying on weapon imports from Great Britain in an acknowledged threat to our nation. Yeah, I will not be setting up a local arms industry. This is like a timed thing, and I don't have nearly enough construction to build it quickly enough, and I don't want to build it. So the British menace has been exaggerated. Now I will get the -2 interest group approval for 5 years, but if I say I'll build it and then I don't, I will also get a penalty to approval. Right now, standards of living will be our main focus. Yeah, so see, I finished construction and now I'm at plus 3.18k. If I kept it at plus 3k, I would literally be wasting gold soon enough. Oh yeah, and we did get free trade, nice. So that gives me plus 50% trade out volume, minus 50% trade out bureaucracy cost, and plus 50% trade out competitiveness. And no tariffs for any goods. So let's check laws really quick. If there's anything useful I can try to get. Well, wallet voting would maybe pass, but there's not that much benefit for me from it. And no way I can get rid of state religion anytime soon. I could probably switch to national militia. Okay, so instead of giving me barracks levels, this would give me more conscription center level. And plus 5% conscription rate. Right. National Guard. That would be doable. This would also enable the Home Affairs institution. Counterly pass charity hospitals. Yeah, 50% like censorship. Alright, let's get National Guard, or try at least. Alright, so let's check the market. How's my research progress? We are about to finish intensive agriculture. Once I finish that, that will unlock the chemical plant. So I'm considering that. Fertilizer will be pretty important. The alternative would be building a textile mill. I can do both eventually, but these things are not cheap. There's always going to be demand for grain. 316 orders from my pops, just for grain. 109 for clothes. It's kind of a tough call. Alright, let's wait for research to finish, and while I wait for that, I can just build up my farms a little bit. I don't have that many to begin with. The results are in. 76% voted for the Conservative Party, which are basically armed forces and the Catholic Church. Sounds about right. Yeah, there are definitely some similarities with Anno games. I can definitely see that. Okay, I have a free government reform. I could actually kick out the industrialists. So hold on. Right now we're trying to get a National Guard. I don't think they give a shit about that, do they? No, they don't. I might actually kick them out. That would literally increase my legitimacy to 100%. And they are already at plus 20, so like pissing them off a little doesn't matter. Alright, we'll kick them out. It's fine. How's our colonization going? Yeah, it's going very slowly. We gained about 1,000 pop. Argentina will get all of this eventually, probably. Because what will happen, what generally happens when you're colonizing, is once you colonize like enough land here, you piss off the natives enough so that you can literally just go to war with them and take the rest with your military. The game doesn't really tell you like what that threshold is. But that's what happens eventually. So you don't have to literally wait to like colonize everything here. Because right now I colonized 19 provinces out of 126. So like that's obviously not a huge number. Okay, we finished. No, we didn't finish the research. Not yet. Soon. 4 months left. Yeah, I could expand my iron mine as well. I'm actually buying some at the moment. Now, I could build up my construction sector, which wouldn't take too long, but it would make it quite expensive. Okay, I'm spending 5,000 on government wages. Yeah, see? 3,000 from government administration, 1.45k from port, and 700 from construction sector. So building up the port costed me quite a bit. And I could downsize it. You can downsize any building you want. However, that can radicalize people who work there. Where's my port? Right here. So I could downsize it, but it will turn some of the fired people into radicals. Which might be worth it sometimes. I mean, it's better to radicalize some people instead of going bankrupt, you know? So what I could do is build up my construction sector temporarily, build a bunch of things, and then downsize it. So that I'm not paying for unnecessary construction capacity. "11 weeks left." Yeah, then I need to decide whether I want to build the chemical plant or not. It should be worth it in the long run. It's just that it might not be very productive initially, early on. It kind of depends on what the demand is. Either way, it's almost done. Yeah, there we go. So that unlocks soil enriching farming. And the chemical plant. And it lists on nitroglycerin. So that will be a pretty important tech later, but it's definitely too early to research this. I did that mistake like in my first game. Because I had to mine my own sulfur and there was basically no demand for it anywhere. So I just had to mine it for my own purposes and I wasn't able to sell it anywhere. Then I had to make explosives, which there was also no demand for anywhere. So really, it just costed me a lot just to switch the production method. And sure, it made production more efficient, but it was a net negative for me overall. At least early on, it was a net negative. So here's another production method. What do we have under military? In society. +1 minimum expected standard of living from literacy. +1 max social security institution investment. Yeah, I don't really care about researching this myself right now. +10% authority. Oh yeah, this one is interesting. A -5% bureaucracy population cost multiplier. Right now, I'm paying 36 in bureaucracy for my number of pops. So with psychiatry, I would be paying less. +5% prestige. And there's central banking. Okay, +10% minting. That would actually be useful, because I'm getting plus 5.7k from that. So maybe we'll go for central banking. And then the printer goes brrr. Okay, what the heck? Let's get central banking. What could possibly go wrong? Right, so let's check the production method now. Farm. Right here. So now I have soil enriching farming, which will require fertilizer as input. So right now I'm not producing any, so switching would be pretty pointless. Is anyone even selling it? No. Well, okay, the Brits are selling some. Not a huge amount. I'm also at minus 33 convoys, so... Yeah, so if I want to switch my production method, I basically need to build a chemical plant myself. I think that will be better a little bit later. I think right now I'm better off with either a textile mill or furniture factory. Leaning towards textile mill. Because that can be used for both normal clothes and luxury clothes. Now, luxury clothes require dye. That might not be very efficient early on, but we can switch to luxury clothes later. Alright, let's build textile mill. I can always get rid of it. It will take a while though. It's not fast and it's not cheap. But we'll get there eventually. Look at my standard of living now. 12.2. And I started this stream at what? 9.6? Something like that? So yeah, I definitely understand this system a bit better now. Again, one of the issues is that I have limited access to markets as Chile. It would be very different if I played in Europe, for example. Very different. So I guess that's one of the challenges. At least here. Alright, we're still working on the iron mine, but that's fine. I'm actually using a trade route, so I can cancel the trade route once that's finished, maybe. This mostly looks fine right now. It's mostly furniture and clothes that are the problem. And yeah, another tech unlocked through technology spread. So this will increase the minimum expected standard of living from literacy. Our weekly GDP is going up. The colonist seems to be growing quite a bit faster now. It went to 55,000. The annual projected migration plus 10%. Almost plus 6,000 from migration. So now it's going quite a bit faster. Hopefully, eventually it can turn into a third state for me. Proposal for an alliance. Okay, Argentina wants to enter an alliance. Their military is pretty shitty. But I do already have a defensive pact with them and a trade agreement, so it probably makes sense. Oh, we now have Peru-Bolivia to our north. Interesting. Okay, and these guys are now pretty strong. Yeah, I'm pretty weak down here. We should probably get that alliance. If somebody attacks me, I will definitely just die straight up. Might be good to actually improve my relations with them here. Let's do that. Okay. I can get a university. See, so here's the problem. I would get a university for free, instantly. However, that will cost me. As in, I will have to pay every week to maintain it. Not totally sure if I can really afford that. I don't know if I can afford that. It's a good idea in theory. I'm just really not convinced I can afford it. Because I don't want to bankrupt myself, obviously. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully it won't cost me too much. So there it is. Yeah, they need some paper. Okay. $78 spent on paper. Okay. 326 spent on government wages from university. Okay, that's affordable. That's not a big deal then. And it will give me more qualifications, more innovation, and more urbanization. We can actually see... okay, I don't have enough capitalists. But we're still getting qualifications every month. I don't really want to import that paper ready here. I also don't have the convoys. I need to cancel some of my trade routes. And here's an unproductive trade route. That won't free up any convoys though. My biggest convoy expense is right here, 105. But I kind of need that grain. I can replace it with my own production eventually. I don't need it as much anymore. But I still kind of need it. 89. Definitely need clothes. $15. $75. I think I'll just cancel the tea. Alright, sorry, no tea. I'm still going to be in the negatives here. Actually, no, now I'm in the positive. Good. Yeah, not anymore. I'm not. Well, hey, we are kind of working on it. I did expand the port a while ago. It's at 2 out of 4 at the moment. So that will give me more convoys. And I'm paying quite a bit for the port wages already. $1.5K a week. Okay, now the university is costing me over 1,000. Alright, alright. How many hours until release? I think it's either 6 or 7 my time, which is Central European, which should be like 4 hours from now? 4 or 5 hours? Should be either 4 or 5, I think. Maybe Paradox posted the exact release hour, I'm not sure. And we're still trying to get National Guard here. Okay, so once I finish the textile mill, that should help our standard of living even more. And it's already up to 13.2 now. And we started at 9.6 today. I would probably do much better if I restarted the game from 0 right now. Yeah, the clothes are pretty much my biggest problem right now. Relations between Chile and Peru-Bolivia are poor. Well, we're kind of working on it. I hope they won't decide to just go to war with me, because I don't want that. I'm not really prepared for that. They have a much bigger military than I do. 32 plus 7 battalions. I got 14 plus 2, and then we have Argentina as an ally with 10. So they would probably kick our ass if they declared war. Does colonization go faster if you only do it in one place? It does in theory, because then your pop is migrating into just one colony instead of 2 of them or 3 of them. So yeah, it should go faster. Where was the breakdown between migration and growth? It was in here somewhere. What the heck? It was in here somewhere. I can't find it anymore. I actually can't find it anymore. Oh, right now there's no migration. Okay, fair enough. But we are up to 57,000. What's going on here? -2 inches group approval. They're at +7 only. I don't really want that. We can wait a little bit longer, it's fine. And also, furthermore, if I continued to colonize this place here, Argentina would almost definitely beat me to it. So that's also part of it. Because once you colonize enough, you can basically declare war on the natives and just take the rest yourself using your military. So it does matter, like, who's first and who's faster. Yes, I could maybe use an edict. Right here, decree rather. It's not necessarily guaranteed to help, because plus 50% of 0 is still 0, you know? Yeah, it's still net 0. My pop growth is looking much better now. Yeah, still 0. I can keep it for now because I'm not spending my influence for anything else anyway, so it's fine. Still working on that textile mill. Yeah, now my gold reserves are dropping pretty quickly. But we are spending 4,000 on construction goods every week. Yeah, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, the only way I found so far to see how many provinces totally have to colonize is when you try to cancel it. Right here. So I'm at 21 out of 126. This one was like 226. So this place over here is much bigger. Much bigger, which is why I cancelled it. There's no way I can beat Argentina to this one. And down here, this is actually 2 different territories, not one. Like this right here, this map is misleading. If you look at it this way, like from this level, you would get an impression that this is the actual territory, but it's not. That's not what it is. It's this one on the coast. That's the one. This right here is a whole, like, territory right here. That's Patagonia. So this place is much bigger. Which is, again, why I cancelled it. I can't beat Argentina to that one. So I'd rather focus on something that will be faster, which is here. But yeah, really, like the only place I found so far where you can see how much total you have to colonize is when you try to cancel it. I do not see this number anywhere else. Maybe it's somewhere out there, but I tried really hard to find it, and I have not been able to find it anywhere else. So like what this number says, this is what I was saying yesterday. What this number here says is not when you'll be finished, that will be way too good. This is when you will finish gaining additional province. So I will go from 21 out of 126 to 22 out of 126. Eventually, you start gaining multiples, which it says right here. At first, a single province will be taken. Additional provinces will be colonized at a rate depending on the country's colonial growth, generating tension as they do. So eventually, you start colonizing faster, and then when you start colonizing faster, your tensions with the natives start rising, and eventually it can trigger a native uprising, and then you can actually fight them using your military. So that's how it works. But yeah, that's why I'm focusing just on this one. It's a smaller state, it will be faster. This one is massive, like it's actually massive. This one had 226 provinces. And you cannot see that number anywhere. Like if you go to Patagonia here, it doesn't say anywhere that it has 226 provinces. It just doesn't. So when I'm not colonizing this myself, there's no way to possibly see how big this state is in terms of provinces. Like you just can't see that information anywhere. It's not there. It's just not there. Or at least, again, I have not been able to find it. I'm curious to see how long it will actually take me to colonize Araucania here. We're at 60,000 now. So I think in what? In less than a year, I went from 49,000 to 59,000. Okay, now we're getting some migration. Here we go. Plus 8.26,000 from migration. Annual projected. Because it's not like linear, it will jump up and down. Now attraction is high. Also from standard of living. Our standard of living is improving. I had 9.6 at the start today, now we're at 13. It will go higher once I finish the textile mill. Oh, there we go, we got central banking. So printer goes brrr. That's plus 10% from minting. So now I'm getting 6.26k from minting. I can still expand the gold mine as well. Let's see what's next in technology then. Production. Well, I could unlock the water tube boiler pretty quickly. So this requires coal. Tools and coal. I am getting some coal. Alright, let's unlock it. I do have one coal mine. Somewhere. Or do I? Actually, no, I don't think I do. Can I even build a coal mine? Oh yeah, no, I do have one coal mine, right here. Right. Okay, right now it's balanced. We got 40 sell orders and 46 buy orders for coal. But obviously there will be more buy orders if I start using coal for a new production method. Do I recommend this game as a fan of EU4? Well, if you like the idea of an economic simulation, then yeah. If you want to paint the map, EU4 might be better for that, maybe. But if you like the idea of an economic simulation, then yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Because that's what this game is. Minus 5% authority. -1 standard of living modifier for Patagonian to Los Rios. That's kind of bad. Okay, it's not a huge population for me. 55.7 thousand. I don't want minus 5% authority. I'm pretty sure minus 5% means I would have to cancel one of the bolsters here. And I want all three. Or I would have to cancel the greener grass campaign. It doesn't say whether this is like a timed thing. Five years is a lot. Like 5 years is a lot of time. Okay, ignore it. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Man, I have a bad feeling about Peru-Bolivia. But I guess I'll worry about it if they start going after me. We only got 25,000 radicals. That's not too bad. I had like 100k at one point. There we go, we now have National Guard. Alright. So that means I can mobilize 5 battalions. And it will unlock an institution here. Home Affairs. So that affects conscription rate, revolution, secession progress speed, and the political movement radicalism. Yeah, level 2 is plus 1% conscription rate. I can't get level 2 yet, but I'll be able to get that later. So let's check the laws now. Interesting, I could actually dump state religion now. I would have a chance to dump it. I would get less authority. But quite a few laws are blocked by state religion. So, for example, I cannot get public schools or private schools with state religion active, as you can see on the tooltip here. So this is not an option as long as state religion is active. And eventually, I would like to get it. Okay, I could dump legal guardianship. It'll piss off the Catholic Church. Minus 10. And the landowners. Also minus 10. It's probably not a huge deal. They only have 10% cloud. And the landowners have 3%. So it's probably not a big deal. I think first I want to get rid of state religion though. Right now there's more opposition to state religion than endorsement. Same with legal guardianship, more opposition than endorsement. Total separation. This allows multiple production methods. Okay. Okay, I don't think that really affects me. They're both basically the same in terms of difficulty. Now, if I go for total separation, I will lose 200 authority. If I go for freedom of conscience, I will lose 100 authority. Because right now I'm getting plus 200. Plus 5% workforce ratio. Okay, let's get rid of legal guardianship first. This one will be way easier. There's much bigger support here. Okay, let's do it. The pissing off the church bound to happen eventually. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, right. Now I'm at minus 10 authority, which is probably fine. Just minus 10 is not a big deal. That's minus 0.1 opposition interest group approval. So that's not a big deal right now. Okay, we finished construction. We have the textile mill now. Okay, so let's take a look. So I probably want to prioritize non-luxury clothing for now, because luxury clothing would require silk. And I don't have that. I would have to import it. So let's prioritize non-luxury clothing for now. I do have some dyes. Well, I can import them. Okay, let's go with that. Argentinian market so that I won't use the convoys. Okay, so that should help our cloth situation a lot. Yep, looking good to me. Mechanized workshops, okay. I might research that next. A plus 10 economy of scale building level cap. Right. Yeah, I probably want that sometime soon. Okay, what do I build now? I might just expand the gold mine really quick. Yep, can't go wrong with that. And since we have a surplus at the moment, I can increase the wages just temporarily. Here, we still have a surplus. A water tube boiler unlocked. So that unlocks some better production methods for the mines. And for some industries that I'm not using. Okay, I could improve my gold mine. Right here. So that just requires more tools and more coal. Does it? Kind of looks like it requires less. Yeah, it literally does. What? Yeah, okay, it actually requires less. Or is that net change from your current level? Like this one says plus 40 right now. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah, no, it does require more. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this is net change from your current level. It's just a bit confusing why the same level I got right now says plus 40. Okay, yeah, this is much better. So I think I'm still importing iron, if I'm not wrong. I probably don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, I probably don't have to do that anymore. I don't need 150. 95 is just fine. Now I can cancel this trader out. This might actually be too much. Okay, now I need some coal. So I don't have a coal mine. Just one. Okay, that's 53 coal now. Okay, there are some vacancies, but not much I can do about that right now. Okay, I think that's fine now. Okay, yep, looks good now. So, for the research... Okay, I can't research mechanized workshops yet. There are some requirements first. Patent stills for food industries, okay. Canneries for food industries. Reinforced concrete. Plus 15% construction sector building throughput. Okay. That's like down here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. So that's too early. That's 8 years. I could research nitroglycerin now. It might still be a bit too early for that. What about society? So I could get psychiatry, actually. Oh yeah, I could also get postal savings. Plus 20% maximum cash reserves. Okay, let's go for that then. more cash reserves is a good thing. We're up to 62,000 now. Yeah, okay, now there's no migration. It just comes in waves. So, like, just because it's 0 right now doesn't mean it's going to be 0. Standard of living is going up, 13.4 now. Okay, services. This one is kind of weird. Produced in urban center, arts academy, subsistence farms, orchards, pastures. Yeah, so I would have to get a higher urban center level, basically. What are we at right now? Size 3. 370 urbanization. Okay, so I'm pretty close. 54. I could get level 1 in Los Rios, actually. What do we actually need right now? Okay, some tools, apparently. Still some more coal. So mostly tools and coal. I guess I can expand the tooling workshop a bit. Alright, but first, gold mine. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, I think this is how you start a war. So if I wanted to force an open market with them, I could start an open market diplomatic play. And the war goal would be to force them to adopt free trade laws. Okay. Obviously, I would probably lose this one, but these people would likely remain neutral. But it seems that's basically how it works. I could try to make Paraguay a puppet. That one would probably work. They actually have 15 plus 2 battalions. Uruguay has like nothing. I think I'll just play like a separate game and try to focus on military instead. Because I don't really want to do both at the same time. Oh yeah, let's check Ecuador here. Yeah, I can probably get friendly with them. It would be nice to pull them into the alliance, yeah. Alright, let's see if we can pass the law. So I think now we mostly wait. I'm still kind of considering expanding the construction sector. Okay, there we go, it passed. So that's plus 5% workforce ratio. That should actually be helpful. I have a lot of buildings that are not like fully staffed. Let's check laws now. So now I could try to get rid of state religion. Again, I will lose some authority if I do that. But it might be worth it. Because as long as I have state religion, I can't get public schools or anything like that. Public or private schools, I can't get either. There's actually a lot of support for private schools right now. %47%. I think it's worth giving up some authority for this. This one won't be easy to pass though. Yeah, 10% stall, 27% debate, 38% advance, but we'll try. How do I like it so far? I like it, but there are a lot of mechanics you need to learn. And there's also a lot going on under the hood. And the military tech we got for free, sort of. Let's check the barracks real quick. Okay, not much I can change here or anything right now. Okay, I do have 38 convoys available now, so that's nice. I can import some furniture, but it wouldn't be a good trade. $13.8 standard of living now. Okay, clothes improved a lot. Yeah, right here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Native uprising. Okay, so I have no idea how that works. I literally have no idea how that works. The war goal. Well, we already have a war goal to annex all of this territory down here. Recruit the general. I need to figure this out. Reckless, cautious. This guy seems a bit better. Okay. Maybe I should just make a save here. Okay, I'm just going to make a save here. Because I have no idea how this shit works. Okay, this will mobilize one general, resulting in total of 14 battalions that will begin their mobilization. Estimated cost per week will be plus 2.87k. Currently, there are 0 generals mobilized, okay? So 14 battalions is all I have, basically. I can activate conscripts. I guess I can do that. So now he's idle. Okay. Advanced front. Okay. I guess that's it. Unpause. I see a lot of zeros. Okay, like that's a different front. Okay. I have no idea how this shit is supposed to work. I might need like several units, not just one. Well, we'll see. They don't exactly have a huge army. Actually... Yeah, 16 out of 20. Wait, no, that's my guy, right? Yeah, that's my guy. Just that the order is flipped. I'm on the left, but my guy is on the right. These are the guys that we're fighting. The natives. Hey, I play a lot of XCOM, alright? When I see 90 somewhere, like, I fully expect that to fail, alright? So how long will this take? Alright, right now I'm defending the front, so I guess we should advance the front instead. Okay. Yeah, look at our offense and the defense. Oh yeah, I'm still getting the bonus, right? Yes. We're getting plus 30% offense and plus 30% defense bonus because the armed forces are loyal. So that's nice. This is active as long as they have at least plus 10. Now they have plus 20. Is there like a progress meter somewhere here? There's no active battle right now. We're just advancing the front. It's not exactly a very big front. Okay. Wait. But it already did. Oh, I think this was like the setup phase or whatever it was. And now it actually properly started, I guess. Okay, okay. Now they will fight. Okay, now there are actually active battles. Okay. Yep, now we can actually see the progress. We're winning. Not that I expected a different outcome here. But hey, you never know, alright? So that was like the setup phase, basically. Yeah, I think we're winning, guys. We got 28 dead, they got 300. Details. And we won. Captured 2 provinces. Right. We're still advancing the front. Yeah, and now there's the progress meter. Okay, another fight. Okay, we won. I have a feeling this will take a while. And we are paying a lot. In fact, yeah, let's maybe change our budget a bit. I can lower government wages. A little bit. I could increase taxation. Okay, because I don't want this war to bankrupt me. Let's increase the taxes while we're at war. Yeah, I think we're kicking their ass. Again, not that I expected a different outcome. Yeah, so now the front is like slowly advancing. Interesting system. Honestly, I like this system more than chasing units around the map in EU4. Because, like, playing cat and mouse with the AI could be pretty frustrating there. I was not a huge fan of that. Just saying. There we go. Public address. Oh yeah, this is for freedom of conscience. A minus 15% success chance would be really, really bad. Okay, so I have a choice between bad or worse, but that's basically it. That's not great. Minus 15% would be terrible for me right now. Even minus 10% is really bad. I might just have to cancel this one. Yeah. It will drop to 13% and I'll get penalties. Minus 10% interest group attraction for 5 years. I might have to cancel this. I will be unable to make another action attempt for 365 days. Well, let's wait for the next checkpoint and see what happens there. If it keeps going bad, I'll just cancel it for now. Artillery input shortage. Can't buy it from anyone. Well, I mean, I'm already buying it from someone, but I can't import it any further. Did we win yet? The 30% offense bonus is definitely helping here. Okay, definitely going faster now. Nice. Yeah, my military is decent. For a two-state nation, at least. Okay, looking good. Go on. How much am I paying for all this right now? Yeah, look at the military spending here. Military goods. Military wages. 4.29. Alright. Do you know how many formable nations there are in the game? I have no idea. I'm not even sure if I got any. It was somewhere in here. Okay, decisions. I haven't even looked at the decisions here. Interesting. Was the goal of this campaign? The goal is to learn how the game works. That's the goal. Okay, we're definitely winning. That should expand my territory quite a bit. $13.7 standard of living now. Okay, new party. Let's check that out. Okay, so the armed forces formed a new party. Previously, they were part of Conservative Party. All right. And there we go. Peace deal proposed. Okay. How does this work? Wait, what? Yeah, annex. Oh, click to change our response. Wait. Okay, I don't know if I want to click on this. I don't want to reject. This is a weird screen. Oh, okay, man. Clicking on this makes me nervous when it literally says we do not accept this peace deal. I'm not convinced this is like a very well designed UI here. I'm just saying, maybe it's just me. Yeah, so I accept. What now? What the heck do I do now? What? Just let time pass? Oh, okay. Man, that is a very, very weird screen. That is a very weird and confusing screen. You just had to wait. Okay, okay. Well, here we go. Now we're a little bit bigger. A thick Chile. Well, now I could try to colonize this. I mean, I'm probably going to fail, but I can set it still. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Now, with that said, it's still not an incorporated state. I think you have to do something. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's still growing. So I'm still not quite there. It still has to grow more before I'm able to incorporate it. I'm not sure how much more we're talking. Okay, I'm at 101 out of 126. Okay. And I also have 139 in Patagonia as a result. Because actually I took all the territory that belonged to these native guys, and I had territory in both these states. In both Patagonia and Araucania. So I still need like 25 more in here. Maybe I can actually get Patagonia here. I can try, it's just that I'll be colonizing two at the same time, which will be less efficient. It looks more doable now, but again, technically none of this territory is a proper state yet. It's still an unincorporated state. Okay, how's our construction? Oh, also, I can lower taxes now. That's better. But hey, we saw how war works. So that's good. 12.7. This will take a while to pass, but it still looks kind of doable. 55% advance. Yeah, okay, looks doable, but it will take a while, probably. I just really want to get rid of state religion. And get better skulls. Yeah, we just finished the war with the natives, so you did miss that. Okay, I do have 100,000 radicals now. I assume that's like in the places are conquered. Yeah, plus 40,000 from being conquered by a foreign country. Right. I mean, that makes sense, obviously. I would probably be pretty radical too if I was conquered by a foreign country. Alright, 13%. Let's go. Go on. Okay, okay. Decreased enactment success by 10%. That's really unlucky. That is really unlucky. I had 55% chance to advance. 57 now. That is really unlucky. Well, that's XCOM, baby. Okay, we're about to finish that tooling workshop. How are the tools now? Yeah, minus 41. Now, what do I want to build after that? Good question. How's the urban center size? Okay, Santiago needs 20 more urbanization. It's about to get some. Yeah, there we go. Now it has 400 and it's size 4. So this will increase services production, which should help in here. Yep. There's still a pretty big imbalance, but it will help. Now I could probably get Los Rios to size 1. That sounds doable. Any food imbalance? Okay, coal. Okay, mostly coal. I don't think I had coal mines in here. Actually, yes, I do. Alright, let's expand the coal mine then. Election in 100 days. Oh yeah, hold on, do I like disband this general now? Retire. I think so, just retire him, or what? Or do I just like keep him here? Current order standing by. Because I don't want all these troops to be mobilized anymore. That makes no sense. There doesn't seem to be any downside to just keeping him here, other than like his traits. I guess I can just keep him here? I'm not sure. Can you though? I don't see the option to do that. Okay, demobilized. Wait. Okay, they are demobilized. I'm a bit confused why it's showing I have 0 total defenses. I guess it's because I'm not at war with anyone, so my army is demobilized. Yeah, so I guess I can just keep the general. I don't necessarily want to retire him. Yeah, Patagonia is in state of turmoil due to the presence of radicals. You can reduce your number of radicals by ensuring needs. Right, I know that. To alleviate these issues in the short term, you can consider issuing decrees like emergency relief, violent suppression in Patagonia specifically to work towards long-term solutions. Okay. Okay, that costs 100 authority. The Catholic Church is angry. Okay, let's try that then. Okay, I have 90 authority. Oh well. So, will that help? Yeah, I just need to improve their standard of living. Turmoil, 68%. Right. Well, I do have the emergency relief. I can build some stuff in here. That should help. Minimum expected struggling. Okay. Well, right now it's mostly that they're poor, I assume. And obviously they're pissed because I conquered them. So I can't blame them for that, obviously. Not sure if there's really anything I can do other than wait now. Well, let's wait a bit and see if that helps. 4% chance, yeah, I think I'll just have to cancel this. If it doesn't start going up soon, I'm going to cancel it. Okay, what can I do overall for standard of living? Mostly furniture. I still have coal imbalance. And actually wood. Okay, now wood I can work on, but let's finish coal mines first. Maybe I can import wood, hold on. Yes, I can. Okay, so it's mostly these guys here. Okay, so this is the biggest group that's below expected standard of living right now. This group specifically. Yeah, and they're working at subsistence farms, which is not great for them. They only pay plus 7.5% on average. It's just that they're dirt poor. I'm already fixing coal here. Well, the coal mine should help then. And just building stuff in here would help. So maybe I'll build something in here once we finish that coal mine. Yeah, see, the radicals are dropping already from 100k to 80. Okay, 101 out of 126 still. I wonder if I'll gain more than one now. I should, in theory. I guess we'll find out in 275 days. Okay, 4.6. This will take forever. It really will. Still, I want to get rid of state religion. 60% chance to advance now. I do have a university, actually. It's a pretty significant part of government wages, 1.5k. Yeah, it's right here. I have 3 convoys available, okay. A government reform. Okay, I can't really boast my legitimacy here. So, no need for any reform. This is fine, I guess. I mean, I'm at 90%, so it's fine. Yeah, this just means the next government reform would not result in any new radicals, as long as it's done within the limit. But I don't have to do that. I have no need to do that. Okay, it's dropping. It's at 53% now. It was, what, 65? So it's just a matter of waiting for the most part. Finishing the coal mine should also help a little. Our standard of living is going up. 13.6 now. It was at 9.6 when we started the stream today. So that's a pretty big improvement right there, I would say. I'm ranked 33 right now. Okay. I would need to become at least 100. I would need my prestige to be at least 175 to become a major power. Yeah, maybe we can get there by the end of this game, I don't know. So somebody asked for a goal. If I could become a major power by the time the game ends in 1936, that would be good. That would be a good goal for the first game. if I survive that long. France began embargoing Great Britain. Okay. My GDP is looking pretty good. We're actually getting a net positive migration now in Santiago. I had a negative for a pretty long time. Okay, but net negative down here in our colonies. And that's with the greener grass campaign. And 100% bonus from colonial resettlement. Well, it should improve over time, because again, we conquered a lot of this land, there are a lot of pissed off people in there. I think the best thing I can do right now is just wait a bit. Okay, let's see the next checkpoint here. Oh, yep, it's 0 now. Okay, yeah, now I'm just going to cancel it. Now it's 0, literally 0. Are you kidding me? That's the most unlucky I got with any law so far. It literally dropped to 0. Okay, cancel. That's clearly not going to pass. I'm not even going to try anymore. We can try again a year from now. So I might do that. We could try total separation instead. This will radicalize the Catholic Church. Yeah, no shit. Wealth voting. This will radicalize landowners. Armed forces oppose. Yeah, okay, definitely don't want that. And this is still a very early game. There are a lot of things I haven't seen yet. Also, research is almost done. Right, that's postal savings, which will increase my cash reserve limit by 20%. There we go. I can get psychiatry in 7 days. Alright, might as well do that. Yeah, we're basically just scratching the surface. So that will save me some bureaucracy and the plus 10% influence. Okay, let's check production. So what do I need the most right now? Well, more clothes, more furniture. I have 2 convoys available. Also, nothing is under construction anymore. I might just have to build furniture manufacturer myself. Thing is, I don't want it to cost me too much. But still, it seems like the best move right now. The alternative would be arms industries. That would be more expensive, but it will help my military. Alright, let's just build furniture manufactories then. Or before I do that, hold on, cancel. Maybe I can build something in Patagonia. Something that won't take too long. "29 weeks for coal mine. 15 weeks for fishing wharves. How's fish right now? Okay, it's at 0. 55 buy orders, 55 sell orders. Still got a negative on the coal mines. Yeah, they merged into one nation. So now it's Peru-Bolivia. Alright, let's build a coal mine in here then. So, research. I could get nitroglycerin now. That's a really good production method. However, I will need explosives for that. Which means I would have to either buy them, which might be hard this early, or I would have to produce them myself. So I would have to build chemical plants. So I don't think this is a good moment for that right now. What about society? Plus 25 taxation capacity. Alright. That sounds useful. A plus 10% authority. Okay, that would actually be kind of useful. I could run another decree with that. Alright, that's only half year. Let's get nationalism then. Yeah, I need convoys. Maybe I can cancel some of these. I can maybe cancel grain. Okay, let's cancel grain. And I can just build up my grain industry. Can I buy fertilizer from anyone? I can. Okay, let's do that. And that's still minus 4 convoys, but hopefully it will improve. Yeah, maintain single crop, that's what I want. That should help. I still got an imbalance, but that helps. And I got my convoys back. Wait, what? This tooltip is wrong. The obligation owed to us by Chile will expire in 256 days. Bro, I am Chile. Well, of course I know him. He's me. I can't owe an obligation to myself. But alright. I still need more convoys. I did have an obligation, I think, from Argentina, if I remember correctly. Yeah, right here. So I assume that's what it's referring to. I assume that's what it's referring to. It's just that the tooltip is wrong. It's a little bit weird. I'm pretty sure that's what it's referring to. So that seems like something that should probably get fixed. How's turmoil now? Okay, 45%. Alright. I could probably expand my construction sector now. It's a little bit expensive when you do that, but it might be worth doing now. I don't want to do it too early, because then I'll have to downsize it and that will piss people off. So how much did we colonize now? Okay, 102 out of 126. So I still only gained 1. I had 101. Now I have 102. So I still only gained 1. So I have no idea when this rate will increase. It says that eventually you will get more. But it's still just 1 at a time. Almost 500 days to grow the colony now, so it's growing really slowly now. And I can't incorporate it yet, because it's still growing. So this will take a while. Now I could cancel the other one. It's a tough call, because due to that war, I now have 139 out of 229 in Patagonia. So it's a tough call. And eventually I might be able to go to war with the Mapuche and just take the rest. That would be the goal here. Tension is, yeah, 62. So hopefully that will happen eventually. And this one has 229 provinces, way, way more. I assume this will go to 140 after it grows. Yeah, you have to wait for it to break out, basically. We had one earlier, that's how I took all of this stuff. Okay, you can. You mean for some of these? Yeah, I'm not really sure if anything here actually helps. I don't think any of these would help. Alright, 3 days. Yep, 140, so I gained 1. And now I need a lot more still. 69. Okay, so the tension went from 62 to 69. Hopefully we'll get another war sometime soon with them. Okay, looks like I might have to increase my infrastructure in Los Rios. Road maintenance. We can do road maintenance. I would need more authority. I need literally 10 more authority. Let's cancel this emergency relief. And we do road maintenance instead. Okay, another jewel. I guess I'll let them fight. I don't want a penalty with armed forces. I mean, it's not a big deal, they're at plus 19. Okay, yeah, I'll just ban dueling. We'll still keep the bonus here as long as they are at plus 10 or higher. Oh, there are research projects for colonization. Probably some of the later ones, because I don't think I've seen anything early in the tree. Nothing overly obvious, at least. Right, construction. Turmoil 41% now. Okay, so there's the coal mine. What do I actually need right now? Well, I mean, still furniture, obviously. Still grain. I was going to increase my infrastructure to get more services. Urbanization. So I would need 36 more urbanization in Los Rios to get urban center size 1, and that would give me more services. Just like I got more services in Santiago for increasing it to 4. So I want to build something in Los Rios. Oh, I think I still need wood. Okay, negative weekly balance. How's coal now? Where's coal? Okay, it's actually at plus 12. I still need more tools, but that's in Santiago. Fish. Whaling stations. I suppose I could get some fish down here, that's fine. That's only 15 weeks. I want to get this place at least to urban center size 1. So this will give me plus 5 urbanization. It's not a lot, but one step at a time. The US began embargoing Mexico, alright. %39 turmoil now. Yeah, I need 24 more provinces colonized. This growth is really slow now. And unfortunately, you can't increase colonial affairs institution beyond level 2. At least I can't. I assume I will be able to later, once I get some tech that will unlock higher level. But right now I can't. Okay, so I don't need road maintenance anymore. Where's the market access number here? Oh yeah, right here, 100. Okay, cancel. Let's still send emergency relief here. Decrease turmoil a bit faster. I think once I finish the fishing wars here, I will expand the construction sector. And plus 10 naval base max level, yeah, okay. It's just that it might cost me quite a bit. How much am I paying right now? Okay, about 1,000. So I assume it will cost me around 1,000 extra, because at the moment I have one. Okay, only 9 weeks. Only 8,000 unemployed people. A standard of living is up to 14 now, so that's looking better. Radicals are down to 58,000. It's looking fine so far. The only thing I'm worried about is like Brazil and or Peru, Bolivia ganging up on us. Because I do have an alliance with Argentina, but they are obviously much stronger. 33 plus 11, 39 plus 31. So I might want to work on my military a little bit. I don't want them to see me as an easy target. I am improving my relations, so they are now cautious. But that doesn't mean relations won't deteriorate in the future. So I think I'll want to work on my barracks a little bit. Okay, construction is finished. $1.57 for construction sector. Alright, that's reasonable. How much in military wages? 4.14k. 3.35k from barracks. I guess I can afford to add 1 level each. Don't want to go overboard. But let's add 1 level each. Can I pass the laws yet? Well, we can try again. So Catholic Church will oppose it. Yeah, they are not part of the government. So I can't kick them out because they are already not part of it. Suppressing them would require 200 authority. Okay, let's say I suppress them. I might have to wait a little. And that should help in theory. They already only have 5.4% cloud, so that's already kind of low. And I'm further suppressing it. Right, well, let's try again, shall we? Let's try again. Maybe I'll get a bit luckier this time around. So here are the possible outcomes. 26% chance success, 52% advance, and 20% debate. These are not terrible odds. I just got unlucky last time because I got an event that decreased the base chance a lot. I don't necessarily want to go total separation because I will lose authority by changing this. So I lose 100 if I change to freedom of conscience, and I lose 200 if I switch to total separation, because right now I'm getting plus 200 bonus. I kind of want to keep my authority for now. Okay, there's no need to suppress them any further, I don't think so. Okay, turmoil is down to 30% now, so looks mostly fine. Okay, this group is still having problems, but now it's only 20,000 people. I mean, for these guys it's just because they're that poor. The way to fix that would be replace subsistence farms with something else. The coal mines are unable to fully hire. Yeah, that's fine. $65 tension. I really want to get the rest of this land before Argentina does it. Right, I guess we should build something. I think I can still get one more level of the gold mine. No, it's maxed out. Never mind. What do I need? Other than services, but I can't build that directly. I still need more grain. I need more furniture. Alright, what the heck? Let's just build furniture manufactories. I suppose I could build it in Los Rios, There's no downside that I can see. How much infrastructure is that? Oh no, it's not. That doesn't count for infrastructure. No, wait, it does. I mean, for urbanization, plus 20 per level. Plus 2 infrastructure usage per level. Okay, I'm going to build that in Los Rios. I just want to get Los Rios to urban center size 1. So that shouldn't be too hard. $8.74K in construction goods, alright. Yeah, shit's not cheap to build. It should be fine for now. Just need to watch it. And I can go into debt a little bit, just need to, like, not let it get out of hand, you know? But you can't bankrupt yourself that fast. Alright, nationalism will give me plus 10% authority. Any tips for Victoria Free for someone who never played any Paradox games? Oh man. If you've never played any Paradox games, there's a lot to unpack in here. I think it's worth it if you like the idea of an economic simulation. But I'm not really sure if I have any specific tips for that. Like, there's a lot to unpack. I might actually make like a few short videos for a few key concepts that I struggled with myself. Because there are a few things in this game that are really not well explained in the game. Maybe it's more obvious if you play a lot of Paradox games. And or if you played Victoria 2. But they are really not obvious. Like for somebody new. They were not obvious for me, for sure. Like this whole market thing. Okay, it's maybe a bit more obvious if you really think about it. But when you first start playing and you get overwhelming amount of information thrown at you, it's not obvious at all. So I'll give you an example. One good example is standard of living. I definitely struggled a little bit with this concept, and it's partially because of the wording that's used. So if your standard of living is really, really low, it says people are starving. So maybe I can find an example here. Maybe, okay, there's a group right here. No, that's just struggling. Yeah, right here. So this is an example, 20,000 people. So it says people, okay, now it says struggling, but yeah, here, it says people are starving. But that doesn't actually mean, like, if you play a lot of Civ like me, I have thousands of hours in Civ. So in Civ, if people are starving, they are literally starving. Like, do you need to make more food for them, right? You make more food, people eat more food, now they are not starving anymore. That's not how it works here. That's not how it works at all. You might be producing mountains of food, and they will still be starving, because one, this indicates their standard of living, not necessarily that they are literally starving, it's just that their standard of living is so low, and second, just because you're producing something does not mean they can afford it. The way you increase standard of living in this game is by increasing their income. If they're making no money, they don't have the money to buy shit. So they literally can't afford to buy food, even if you're making a lot. So that's their problem. And for these guys specifically... So they are working at subsistence farms. Subsistence farms are basically a building. So this is something people do on their own. If they have nothing else to do, is there a good tooltip for that? If they have nothing else to do, they will take like any arable land in the territory they are in and create subsistence farms. Oh yeah, here's the tooltip. This will severely limit their standard of living, and it's just like super extremely inefficient. So the reason it says they're starving here is because they're just so dirt poor. It doesn't matter if I like go and build more farms somewhere else if they still can't afford to buy food or really something else. They aren't even paying that much, so if I look here, they pay an average of plus 12% compared to base price. Base price is the price when supply equals demand. So they're not paying that much more. They just can't afford it. Like they literally just can't afford it. So that's one of the concepts that like tripped me up a little bit. So the best way to improve standard of living overall, like everywhere, is to look at your market. This is another thing. When you look at the market, so Chilean market in this case, because I'm Chile, what this actually means is that this is your economy. Like this is literally your economy. So if you look at the buy-sell balance, for example, this is a bad example because I can't produce services directly, but grain is a good one. If I hover over the buy orders, we can see that there are 364 orders from my population, just for consumption purposes. That's not always the case. If I look at wood, for example, I got 45 for pop consumption and the rest is for other purposes like construction, tooling workshops and things like that. But in case of grain, it's all for pop consumption, and I'm currently providing, or rather there's 296 sell orders. So there's a 67 supply-demand imbalance, which makes the price go up. So it makes the price go up 17%. It's not that much, but early on I had like plus 70%. So this means it becomes more unaffordable. So because grain becomes more expensive, people like can't afford it as much because there's a supply-demand imbalance. So the way to fix that is to provide more grain. You can import grain, you can expand your wheat farms. And if you do that, like it will become more balanced and then people will be able to afford it more. So you can fix it either by making the goods cheaper, by fixing the supply-demand imbalance, and or you can give people jobs, for example, if the problem is that they are unemployed. If they are unemployed and they are not making money, they can't afford shit, so obviously their standard of living will be super low. So you can fix the problem on like two different ends, so to speak. But it took me a little bit of time to wrap my head around it. And that's just like one concept in the game, but it's a pretty important one. And another thing the game doesn't really tell you, so when I started as Chile, it's one of the nations that's recommended for learning. Like the game tells you, you have an option in the main menu to pick, like to learn the game, and it recommends 4 different nations for that. I think it was Belgium, Sweden, Cape Colony and Chile, so I picked Chile. And at the start as Chile, I had a bunch of trade routes set up, and they were costing me insane amount of bureaucracy. I literally started with a negative bureaucracy, which increases tax waste. So all these trade routes were costing me bureaucracy, but the game didn't really tell you. Like, there is a tutorial, but the tutorial doesn't tell you, for example, that you don't have to pay bureaucracy for trade routes if you get a trade agreement. So if you have a trade agreement, it means the trade routes will not cost you bureaucracy. Right now I have a trade agreement with Argentina, which means I can get trades with Argentina and not pay bureaucracy. and I have a trade agreement with England, with Great Britain, which also means I can buy stuff and not pay bureaucracy. This saved me massive amounts of bureaucracy, which means I don't get tax waste. And in my case right now, I also save money by changing the base production method for government administration. So I could get more bureaucrats by changing my base production method here, then I would need paper and such, but I don't actually need them. So that's one really important thing. You need to get at least some trade agreements to not have to pay bureaucracy to import things. Because it gets really expensive in terms of bureaucracy. The game does not really tell you this. I missed the war, how was it? It was pretty good. I would say I like war here more than I liked war in EU4, but that's just me. And there are definitely a few other things, but yeah, like the market is probably the most important one. Like you basically have to pay attention to what's going on here. And not just to like what the balance is, but where it's actually coming from. Like on both ends. So right now, for example, I am actually importing grain, a lot of it, and I still have bad balance. But in case of wood, for example, it's not all from pop consumption. Some of it is due to construction, like as an example. So sometimes you can fix that problem by not using as much somewhere else. In case of tools, maybe I don't have to use all these tools somewhere. Because I'm using a lot of the tools for production methods. Basically, any building in the game has these options over here, production methods. So this is a huge, massive part of the game. A lot of them are unlocked through various technologies. So this, as it suggests, affects the productivity of this building, but it will also require various inputs. So right now I need 30 tools and 30 coal as an input for my iron mine. If I didn't need iron, like if I didn't need this 122 iron anymore, I could drop my production method to picks and shovels, which would make this building less efficient, but it wouldn't require coal at all, and it wouldn't require as many tools. So that way, I would improve my tools imbalance because I wouldn't require as many. So like there's a lot of stuff like this that you need to play around with. Like this is a big part of the game. Like basically managing the supply and demand is probably like half of this game. And one of the traps like I fell into... Oh, there we go, we got freedom of conscience, nice. Yeah, one of the traps I fell into early on was rushing... Where was it? Rushing nitroglycerin technology, which does make your mines way more efficient, because you can use nitroglycerin as your production method. However, you need explosives for that as an input. And because I unlocked this really early, nobody was selling any. I had to produce it myself, and I had to build sulfur mines for that as well. So not only I had to build a chemical plant, then I had to build a sulfur mine. There was no demand for it anywhere except from my own industry. So I wasn't able to export it either, like there was no demand anywhere. I couldn't buy it from anyone, I couldn't sell it to anyone. It was just massively unprofitable. So the increase to productivity of my mines was less of a benefit than what it costed me to do it. The increase in productivity costed me way more in paying for all the inputs and all the setup I needed than the increase in productivity of the mines. Than the benefit of increasing the productivity of the mines. It was just too early. It's obviously a really important tech later, it will be important later, But if you rush it as a small nation, that's just not a good idea. Like, this game is basically like an economic simulation. So if you like the sound of that, it's a good game. Yeah, so right now I'm building a furniture manufactory because if we look right here, my population wants furniture. The price is 53% higher because of supply-demand imbalance. And while I can import it, okay, I can import it from Peru, Bolivia now. This was not an option earlier. They actually didn't like me too much earlier. So I could import that right now, but this is still likely not going to be enough. It's almost enough. So now I can import it, but I might not be able to import it forever. Yeah, I think that covers it, at least on the basic level there. Let's check iron. Yeah, so iron, I'm getting it just from my mines. I can get some from the British market. So this will use 30 convoys, and I only got 43 available. I could get it, but I could also just expand my iron mine. I can do either. And yeah, again, this trade route I just set up for furniture from Peru, Bolivia. Since I do not have a trade agreement with Peru, Bolivia, this is costing me bureaucracy. I can afford the bureaucracy right now, but it's still costing me some bureaucracy. I'm importing a lot from Great Britain as well. This one is not costing me bureaucracy because I don't have a trade agreement, but it's costing me convoys. Also, the level of the trade route will go up over time, and it will require more convoys. Can I see that here? Yeah, it's level 2 right now. Alright. There's just a lot to wrap your head around in terms of how the market works in this game. Alright, the furniture manufacturer is almost done. I can probably just cancel that trade route, to be honest, because I'm not going to need it. Alright, let's just cancel it. I'm about to get my own manufactory. Any day now. Okay, 1 week until completion. There, done. So let's take a look. Right, that was in Los Rios. I need 9 more urbanization to get urban center size 1, which will give me more services, and right now I need services. That's one of the biggest issues I got. Right, and I think I'm going to need road maintenance. Am I running that? No, I'm not. So let's cancel the emergency relief. Oh, I don't have enough still. Okay. All right. Yeah, they have only 74% access to the market because I built that furniture manufactory, and that increases the requirements for infrastructure, and I don't quite have the infrastructure yet, so I need to work on that. Okay, right here. Okay, I can prioritize non-luxury furniture. Let's just do that for now. Yeah, and they need people. There we go, now we have some people. Very limited employment for now, but they're hiring. It will go up. It just doesn't go up instantly, you have to wait a little. As long as it says they're hiring, it should keep increasing. Okay, I have all the inputs. Paper is for university, that's fine. I do have some convoy shortage. Alright, well, this number will go up over time. Let's see. I could still import some temporarily. I mean, I can just cancel it later once it becomes redundant. So I could still use more grain. Can't get it from Los Rios, unfortunately. Has to be Santiago. Actually, hold on, I can get it in Los Rios. Whoops, my bad. How did I miss that? Actually, this kind of view is way better. I should just be using this view, it's just so much better. Way better. Okay, national is madlocked, that will give me some more authority. Now I have over 200 again. So now I can bolster one of the groups. Okay, let's grab Central Archives here. That will only take up to 13 weeks. Catholic Church is really unhappy. What are these bonuses here? Plus 10% bureaucracy, okay. At plus 5 only. That's not too bad. 14.3 standard of living, so it's increasing. Yeah, so right now my biggest problems are clothes, grain, services, to some extent wood and tools. Thanks, Enforcer95. I appreciate it. And you're welcome. How's our colonization going? 103 out of 126. Yeah, so it's still increasing at one at a time rate. The next goal will be to grab this territory if possible. The tension is at 70 now. I don't know how high it has to go before an uprising breaks out. I would have to check how high the previous one was before that war broke out. But I would really like to get this territory before Argentina gets it. Right, so I actually have an XCOM 2 video scheduled in about 10 minutes, so I think we'll wrap it up just before that happens. We're at 3 hours 20 minutes already, so I think that's solid for today. Okay. Let's finish the road maintenance here, then we can switch to Araucania. You can export the goods same exact way. So if I go to export trade routes, I can check them here. So I could actually export some coal. I could export furniture. So yeah, this is how you do it. Okay, got the wheat farms. How's the infrastructure now? 96 urbanization. Okay, I need 4 more, so that's basically 1 more building. I might just add another wheat farm then. Is that +5? It doesn't say. +5 urbanization. Total. Doesn't say if it's +5 per level. Okay, +5 per level. So that should do the trick. Let's do that then. Yeah, single crop. Do I have enough fertilizer? I think I do. There's no shortage. Okay, 21-21. Perfect. Perfectly balanced. Central archives unlocked, so that's +25 taxation capacity, +1 max home affairs institution investment. Let's check tech again. How long would the tier 3 take now? 7 years. Okay, that's a bit too long. I need more innovation, and that's what I need. So... Okay, I could get public schools or private schools now. Yeah, I should definitely dump religious schools, that's for sure. Plus 0.5 per world education access. Plus 12.5 assimilation. Plus 10% education access. I see no downside going for public schools. Alright, let's go for public schools. Hopefully I can get that to pass. +1 max health system institution investment. Plus 5% prestige. Let's actually get some straight up prestige. Oh, hold on. Let me check something really quick. I think I can test. Oh, no. Can I? I was going to test something. Okay, never mind. I can't. Because we're almost done for today, I think. I just want to pause the video that's about to go live. All right. I've done a lot today. And I'm in a pretty decent shape. Hopefully I can colonize this. 69. Right, so wheat farms should increase my urban center to size 1, which will give me some more services. That's about to finish. Go on. There, done. Yep, now it's size 1. Now I'm getting more services from this. So that will improve my service situation a little bit. I still need a lot more. I need so much more. I need more grain as well. More clothes. So probably best to work on the clothes. I could straight up upgrade the textile mill. Probably the best idea right now. Alright, let's just straight up upgrade this. Because clearly people want clothes. What's going on elsewhere in the world? Oh, interesting. The US yoinked some territory from Canada here. Europe. Nice graph. Check this shit out. I think the balance graph broke. That does not look normal to me. And my gold reserves are actually dropping a bit too much. Yeah, so now I'm actually paying interest. But that's partially because of construction here. I could raise my taxes a little bit, just temporarily. Almost 9,000 per week. Just to improve, or rather increase my textile mill level. That's not cheap. That is not cheap at all. That's expensive. Where are we? Right here. Government wages, 12,000. 2.5k from the port. 2.36k from construction sector. Yeah, that's a lot. So technically, well, technically I don't need level 3 government administration. I could downsize it, but I think I would only do that if I actually really needed that gold, or money rather. I don't want to piss people off too much, because that will radicalize them. At least some of them. Yeah, off the charts. Yeah, that's a pretty funny graph. It's actually going like down here, you see? This little white bit down here. Yep, very interesting graph. Indeed. Alright, well, anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. The XCOM video should be up pretty much in just a moment. But we've done a lot today. I will definitely continue this. We'll see how far we can get. There are still many things I don't fully understand here. So hopefully I can figure them out as I go. Oh, there it is. So for those of you who want some XCOM, it's right there. For everyone else, well, for everyone, thanks for coming today. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if I will continue it daily, but what I might do is stream like in early afternoon, morning, kind of like today. Thanks for the tip, Alex. I appreciate it. Because that's just what works really well for me. Early afternoon, and finish it like around the time my normal scheduled video goes live. Anyhow, like I said, thanks for coming today, everyone. I appreciate it. and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.